This morning, Scotty, going to be high energy there tonight.
Oh, yeah, it totally is. You know, there's nobody in here except for us, but it already feels like some high energy right now. Think of it, 47 years since the Nuggets joined the NBA, and they have never won a championship. You Nuggets fans at home, can you wait another 12 hours for tip-off? Because they've got that chance. The first time ever in the history of Colorado, the Nuggets can be on top of the NBA world tonight, and the Mile High City will be officially home to the very best team on earth if Denver can grab this victory this evening. But don't think this dominant squad is finding any sort of celebration just quite yet.
Our approach has to be that we're down 3-1. You know, they're desperate, we have to be more desperate. They're hungry, we have to be hungrier. And there is no celebrating after game 4. We have another game that we have to win. And to close that game is always the hardest game ever.
Man, and when we're closing out a game, I think guys are just, ready to go out there and just play and play hard. And, when that buzzer ends, I'm holding the trophy.
To you at home, don't put your feet up. I know it's a 3-1 comfortable lead, but do not put your feet up. Don't start reserving your spot along the parade route just quite yet, because in the last 2 times in the NBA Finals that teams had a 3-1 lead, the team that was down won Game 5. In 2019, it was the Warriors. They took down the Raptors. The Raptors eventually won that championship. And then in 2020, guess who? The Miami Heat, led by Jimmy Butler, led by Bam Adebayo, down 3-1 to the Los Angeles Lakers back in the bubble season where the Nuggets made it to the Western Conference Finals that year. The Lakers went on to win, but hey, this Miami Heat team is really dangerous. Do not expect them to cool down at all tonight.
The belief that we have in one another, it stems from the amount of time that we spend with one another and how we actually enjoy being around one another. And we know what each other is capable of. So we didn't come this far to stop playing now, no matter what the odds are, the analytics. When we get out there, we just got to compete. We got to win one, and then we got to win another one, and then we got to win another one.
Hey, you know when big moments in life come at you and you've got to be at your absolute best mental state possible? Maybe it's something like a midterm test. Perhaps it's deciding vanilla, chocolate, or swirl soft serve ice cream. Big moments. And for Jamal Murray, with the weight of the NBA Finals on him, he's relied on his fascination and passion of Bruce Lee and martial arts to guide him through these stressful days.
Thinking about all the things that I've done growing up, all the things I've wanted to do growing up, to be here is one of them. And I don't want to miss the opportunity that I'm in. So just, like I said, knowing is not enough. It's good to know it and realize it, but you have to go out there and motivate yourself to do it. But all the martial arts, not just basketball, I mean, all the martial arts stuff helps me with just life and navigate, that way.
They started as the Denver Larks. They then changed their name to the Denver Rockets, then became the Denver Nuggets. The basketball team in Colorado has been called everything except for champions. You guys, they have that chance to do that tonight right here in Ball Arena. We're live in Lower Downtown. I'm Scotty Gange. Hi, Tom. You know what? They were originally founded as the Denver Larks. Then they changed their name to the Denver Rockets. Finally, the Denver Nuggets. They've been called everything except for champions. And tonight, the Nuggets have that chance to finally hoist the greatest prize in basketball.
We get what we deserve. Michael Bird Magic.
We have so much iconic imagery of, the greats of our sport, like cherishing that trophy. In your mind, I'm sure you can imagine whether it was Steph Curry last year or the iconic Michael Jordan photos of him hugging the trophy, or Kobe Bryant, in the locker room, with the jacket on, in the corner. It's a very special trophy, and our greats truly treasure it.
And now, the Denver Nuggets are a single victory away from winning basketball's ultimate symbol of greatness.
It will be an amazing feeling, for this organization, this city, everybody on this team who has fought so hard to get to this point. Guys like myself, Jeff, Ish, veteran guys who've been in the league for a very long time, chasing a moment like this.
With its gilded exterior and names of every champion in history lasered into its base, The trophy would be the very best golden nugget Colorado has ever seen.
What would it mean for Jeff to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy?
Everything.
And hoist the Stanley Cup.
Our state has witnessed champions before,
But this one's for Pat!
but never once on the hardwood.
The trophy obviously is going to mean a lot to me, but I think that the city, is really going to love, especially winning it here. That would mean a lot to them. So, it'd be cool for me to have it, but it's even more cool for, guys that have been in the league for a really long time, and that I want it more for them, honestly, than I do for myself.
And through the years, the Nuggets have flirted with the chance to earn it, yet always fell short.
To win a championship against the best players in the world, we've already played against some of the best players in the world in this playoff run, on our way to be here. So to get this trophy it's a big thing you check off the list. Like, this is probably the biggest thing you could check off the list as a basketball player.
And now, with a second-round pick out of Serbia on a far too often overlooked squad, the 2023 Denver Nuggets, in their 4,084th game in franchise history, may finally earn the right to call it theirs.
Nuggets fans have waited 47 years for a night like tonight. Now they're one 48-minute game away from being champions forever. We're live at Game 5. I'm Scotty Gange.
Scotty, the energy for what people want to see tonight, you're starting to feel it out there, I bet.
Oh, absolutely, Tom. It's so cool, just kind of getting to see people walk on the sidewalk behind us, yelling up, saying, "Go Nuggets, no, go Nuggets." It's so fun out here. But really, Colorado teams for several decades have been at the wrong place at the perfect time. Now, tonight, the Nuggets have a chance to do something that so few Colorado teams have done here in Denver. Win.
Denver, Colorado, the city of champions.
This one's for Pat!
The Nuggets are a single victory away from adding to the great history of winning in the Mile High City.
Congratulations to the Avalanche on a remarkable season.
The only problem is Denver teams rarely win at home. The Avs hoisted the Stanley Cup for the third time just 351 days ago in Tampa Bay. They could have done it at home, but perhaps they wanted to play an extra game for fun. Huey Krupp's 1996 triple overtime winner and the Broncos' Super Bowl 33 victory were both in Miami. Not against the Heat, though.
He is in. Touchdown, John Elway and Denver.
Obviously, it's going to mean a lot to me, but I think that the city, is really going to love, especially winning it here.
Elway's Super Bowl 32 helicopter, San Diego. Vaughn's strip-on cam in Super Bowl 50, San Francisco. The Broncos seem to have won everywhere. Sans Denver.
We're not scared of the moment. We believe in each other.
The only team that's ever actually clinched a title on home soil was the 2001 Avalanche. Perhaps the best team of all, with Sakic, Waugh, and Bork.
It will be an amazing feeling, for this organization, this city.
And tonight, the Nuggets could hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the first time ever. And how sweet would it be to bring one home at home?
Denver has waited 47 years for a night like tonight. Hey, Nuggets fans, can you wait another 2 hours? A huge chance and a huge opportunity tonight. We're live at Game 5. I'm Scotty Gange.
Sure, live at Ball Arena this morning. They're up early as well after a very late night for you two as well. Good morning, my friends.
Especially this one right here. Work until like 1:30 in the morning, go home, take a snooze, and come back.
Is it morning?
It is morning. I know. We got to get him some coffee. Thank goodness we're running on some excitement and adrenaline, though, right now.
Yeah, such a fun win for the Nuggets. I mean, for the team, for the city, 47 years in the NBA. They finally, in their 4,084th game in franchise history, get the victory. The place inside Ball Arena was going bananas. The locker room was awesome. We're going to share so much fun from there. Really a cool night last night.
The locker room was very sticky and smoky.
Yeah.
Cigars and champagne.
you can smell it from far away, from the court. Is that the locker room? Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Definitely. So we have so much coming up all morning long right here from Ball Arena. We're talking, hearing from the guys, hearing from the coach, and of course talking about that big live at Ball Arena. The Nuggets are the NBA champions for the first time in franchise history.
I haven't heard someone say that.
It feels so good to say it, right?
It sounds cool.
It's got a ring to it. And the fans have really shown up for this team.
Man, have they. And you know what? For the entire playoff series, it's all been about, hey, fans saying, Nikola Jokic is so great, Jamal Murray is so awesome. But after they won the title, Jamal Murray shared that back to the people of Denver.
Man, you could hear it in the crowd. Just the excitement. We have the best home court for a reason. I just felt like, all season long, even the past couple seasons when we were hurt, they were just there for us. When we didn't have the energy, they brought us energy. They gave me energy. They gave me energy to come out and do an arrow or make a couple shots or show a little bit more emotion than normal. They would really help me go, and that's why everybody loves to play at home. I can't shout out these fans enough. I'm just so happy for the city of Denver.
Man, that's so cool. He was kind of, the classic, Jamal Murray's all of us. His eyes were watering. He was crying.
Yeah.
Can I give you a stat, Corey?
Give it to me.
Okay. 85 combined All-Star appearances the Nuggets beat throughout this playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most ever of
incredible.
all time. So everyone at home saying, the Nuggets, they beat plumbers on their way to the NBA Finals. They actually had the hardest path in the history of the NBA Finals. And here they are on top, and Denver is the city of champions today.
You could see
for that parade and rally on Thursday. Corey, Scotty.
Hey, pretty cool. You know what? Now, this morning, 252 days ago, everybody was buying a different kind of merchandise when the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. 252 days later, less than a full calendar year later, the Nuggets are world champions.
Back-to-back parade years. It's so exciting. We know how to do it. We just did it.
Yeah, the planners are sitting there like, we just did this.
Yes.
Cool.
And that shows you how quickly they can turn this around because the parade is Thursday. Believe it or not, it is the big day.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be sick on Thursday.
I think so. I hope a lot of employers are like, we get it.
Yeah.
Erica, thank you again. Live out here at Ball Arena. The Joker, Jamal Murray, MPJ, all pivotal players when it comes to this championship team.
Absolutely. Just such a fun team to watch because they're so deep, right? Mm-hmm. And, even a guy like Michael Porter Jr., who struggled games 1-4, last night the second leading scorer on the team, and balled out helping them win a championship. And he's such a cool story because he's had 2 lower spine surgeries in his career. And last night after the game, a world champion. He was like so many Nuggets fans out there just couldn't believe it was real.
Be a champion right now. How sweet is this moment for you?
Yeah, I never thought I would be here. I was hoping I could make it back, but everything I've been through, it really was the people around me that kept me going. So to actually do this, it feels surreal.
When you saw that clock go 000, realized you were an NBA champion, best in the world, what was the first thought that came to your head?
I can't describe it. Best in the world. It feels amazing. Appreciate it. There's really no words to describe it. I got drafted 5 years ago. The goal has been a championship ever since. To do it with this group of dudes on this stage, I can't really describe the feeling, but we're just so happy, and I'm happy for everyone who helped me get here.
16 points, 13 rebounds for MPJ last night. It was so cool. So a little later in the evening, I was talking to him, and he's like, yeah, some of my friends were razzing me. Oh, why are you not making your shots? Why are you not making your shots? We laughed, we giggled. He walked away, went to Michael Malone, and Malone said to him, he said, hey, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you missing shots and laughing about it. You helped us win a championship, and you're going to help us win another one. It was really cool.
I love that. So many of the pivotal players, Jamal Murray, MPJ, really had to fight through a lot of injuries over the years. They came back strong this year. They came back healthy, and they really gelled as a team.
Oh, yeah, and I think Nikola Jokic was happy. He said, finally, I've got some help around here. We can go win a title.
And he was also, finally, I get to go home. And they're like, wait until Thursday, the parade. And he was like, what?
So you got to be kidding me. There's a parade?
Yes.
All I want to do is go home and be with my horses. Last night in the locker room when they were popping the champagne and spraying it, he just walked out. Like he was, just in his own world.
Yeah.
I looked inside his locker room, and it was the NBA Finals MVP trophy and a little Sour Patch Kids right next to it. I think he was more excited about the candy, honestly.
Than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been quite the journey. That was NBA Finals MVP Nikola Jokic on his team's journey. So many ups and downs, and here they are today, the champions.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool saying that. NBA Finals
Yeah.
MVP Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's been a long time coming. You know, Nikola lives very far away. All he wants to do is not wait around for this parade on Thursday. He wants to go home to Sombor, Serbia. But somebody who wants to stay here and celebrate here is the homegrown kid, Reggie Jackson. Man, he grew up in Colorado Springs. He went to Palmer High School. In 2008, he was the Colorado High School Basketball Player of the Year. He was traded to the Nuggets just a few months ago in February at the end of the NBA trade deadline, and now he's a world champion in his hometown of Colorado.
I mean, winning the NBA championship in your home state, how sweet is this for you?
Still not real. Still not real. It'll kick in a little bit. Even though I got tears, I can't wait to celebrate. It'll kick in a couple days.
Why the tears?
11 years removed from being in the finals. You start doubting if you'll ever get back, so just thankful. Just grateful. Thankful to the organization for giving me a chance to come in here, and I'm just happy to be a champion.
When you realized you were a champion, what was the first thought that came to your head, Reggie?
Like I said, it hasn't clicked. I was happy for Jeff. I can see it clicking in for Jeff. The tears start coming down with a minute left. I can see DJ on the bench. Ish.
DeAndre, a champion, man. How's it feel?
No, he a champ. Reggie Jackson, champ.
Pretty cool. You just said, Corey, pretty good timing for him. Sometimes
You
in
think?
life, things work out, huh?
Really good timing, right like towards the end there. Good for
Yeah,
him.
Worked for him. Just played a couple of minutes in the series, but was good in Miami. Great for him to win in his own home state of Colorado.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan pumped for him also. It was fun actually with Reggie Jackson. I saw him at the state high school basketball championships back in March, and it was like, hey man, I'm back here in Colorado. It's cool to be a Nugget and all that. I mean, it was just a very, very surface level. Cool to be a Nugget. Now he's a world champion in Colorado. But you know what? The world champion in Colorado is that dude, Nikola Jokic. He accomplished something that basketball players across the world always dream of. And I don't think he cared at all. The NBA Finals MVP. The NBA Finals MVP. It's the biggest award you can get in basketball individually. I don't care about the regular season MVP. It's the NBA Finals Most Valuable Player. He won it. And you know what? He set it down in his locker room right next to his favorite candy, apparently, his Sour Patch Kids. Honestly, Corey, I think he was more excited to eat that candy rather than, oh man, I got to take this trophy home. Are you kidding me?
He has been so humble through this whole thing. And even last night, you could tell that he didn't want to be front and center for the picture. He was off to the side. He really just wanted to be with his family, hold his daughter, and he wants to go back home.
And he's got a little bit of a sweet tooth too. He wants to hold his daughter, go home, have some candy, and ride his horses.
And right as well. I'm not sad about his candy pick, by the way. Sour Patch Kids. That's pretty good.
Call. No sponsor, but good call.
Yeah, right. Actor and comedian Ken Jeong celebrated the Nuggets on Twitter. He was caught in the court during Game 1, so obviously a Nuggets fan.
I talked with Ken Jeong after Game 1. I said, Ken, what are you doing
What's the
here?
deal?
He
Yeah.
goes, yeah, you know what? I love the Nuggets. I'm an LA guy. They beat my team, unfortunately, but I love basketball. Nikola Jokic is awesome, and so I'm here to watch the game. And he was wearing Hoka's, and I looked at him like, Ken, not to do another sponsor, what are we doing this morning? I said, Ken, what's with the shoes? Are you like a Colorado hiker guy? He goes, oh no, I just have bad knees. And I'm really old, so I like to wear these shoes.
It's got the cushion. Now, when he said they beat my team, he didn't say they swept my team. He didn't add that into it, no?
He must have said something like, they absolutely obliterated my favorite
We
team.
did.
Yeah, on their own home floor.
Welcome back. We are live out here at Ball Arena, where last night the Nuggets made history.
Oh, yeah, they did. For the first time in the 47-year NBA history of the Nuggets.
Long time coming.
Long time coming. Long time coming. I remember the 47 years ago. Goodness
Stop,
gracious.
sure. Such a baby over here.
You know what, though? It was fun last night, getting to be in the arena, getting to talk to the players, just see how excited the fans were. Tears were coming from the players.
Oh, yeah.
And our Ariel Arsudo got to catch up with a bunch of the Nuggets who are world champions this morning. Pretty cool. Got to talk with Jeff Green when the Nuggets were in Miami. And he hosted the entire team. The most veteran member of the squad hosted the entire team at his home in Miami.
Wow.
And it's kind of like the classic, that's when the series turned around. It was 1-1. Jeff Green said, hey guys, let's go have some cheese and wine at my place. Let's hang out. I'm from Miami, live there, have a home, all that fun stuff. And then the team, they win 3 straight? and here he is now, a world champion this morning. And so the guys were just so connected, really, ever since that moment.
Well, and they've really had a bond, even with the coach, and they've really stayed level-headed. They don't ever get too far ahead of themselves either.
They never celebrated. Nikola Jokic, I don't think, has even celebrated even after they won. I think he's just ready for next season.
Yeah. One of the best parts last night is when they were like, "Are you ready for the parade?" And he was like, "Wait, what? Parade? Wait, no, I want to go home,"
You gotta be kidding me.
No.
Hi, everybody. Welcome outside to Ball Arena. I tell you, it's a good day to have a great day. Corey Rose, Scotty Gange. After the morning after, the Nuggets win their first ever NBA title, 47 years in their franchise history. How cool is that, huh?
It is very cool. How are you holding up?
I'm good.
Up till 1:30 in the morning.
Vibes are high. You know what? I've got a fun little thing. They were founded as the Denver Larks, then they became the Denver Rockets, then the Denver Nuggets. They were called everything except champions until today. And man, did the people of Denver enjoy it last night.
It's so true. 47 years in the making. Of course, the championship, the big game happened at home, which is huge, right? So, of course, there were a lot of crowds. The streets of Denver packed last night. Take a look at this video of the crowds taken by Sky 9. There were some people climbing on light poles. It's a thing.
I don't get it. Never once have I seen a light pole and said, you know
That's
what?
it.
When my hometown teams win the title, that thing is mine.
I'm so with you. But it happened, and overall it was pretty peaceful, but there were a lot of people that came out to celebrate, of course, and then we've got the parade that's coming up on Thursday, so more crowds expected later this week.
Yeah, my mom always tells me, she goes, have fun, be safe. Have fun, be safe. So, that's to Nuggets fans out there. Have fun, be safe.
Yes. And she packs you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
She does. Been snacking on it all morning. That's why I'm feeling great. It's not the championship. It's the peanut butter and jelly.
And, of course, this morning we are celebrating the NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets.
Corey Rose and Scotty Gange outside Ball Arena right now. Both of them running on pure energy from last night. Maybe a little bit of coffee this morning, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I don't drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
No.
Oh, man, I am loaded up on
I
coffee.
Good vibes. That's what I drink.
That's great. Well, a lot of the town's going to, be tired today. Everyone was up celebrating and partying last night. I mean, it's a very exciting time. The Nuggets are the NBA champions for the first time in franchise history, 47 years. Everyone was up partying last night. People were shooting off fireworks in my neighborhood in the burbs at 11 o'clock at night. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I live not too far from here. There was much more than fireworks. It was honking. It was banana land, as some of the kids say. But you know what? The real party was inside the locker room last night. It was fun to be in there and get to see just everything that was going on. First off, tears galore. Obviously, the champagne was flowing. There was sticky floors. There were cigars. There was the Larry O'Brien Trophy, the Larry O'Brien Trophy for the world champions. It was a really, really cool thing to see all those guys who have worked so hard for so long get to finally celebrate, and rightfully so.
Yeah, huge celebration. So here's the Joker with the Larry O'Brien Trophy and his daughter. She stole the show.
Man.
She is so cute. She has her own jersey, shoes, the big old hat, of course.
She was
clearly
styling last night.
She was.
I'll
and
give
she
it
was
to Natalia,
such a
her
good
mom.
little
She
kid.
really dresses her up well. Very impressive.
So true. Clearly an emotional night for a lot of these players who've been working their whole lives towards this moment. And the Nuggets franchise, their first Larry O'Brien Trophy ever. They've been waiting 47 years for this moment.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think, it's the 47 years in the NBA, but then you think of, man, how about the time when they were the Rockets, the Larks, the Nuggets, and the ABA, and 1975 when they lost in the ABA championship? I mean, the diehard, the longtime Denver fans have wanted this for much longer than what it appears to be, really.
The Larks. Good thing we went to the Nuggets. I like them. It's got a better ring to it.
The Larks are the world champions. It just doesn't hit.
Not the same
ring. It doesn't sound like the Nuggets are golden.
Corey and Scotty, they're live outside Ball Arena this morning. And y'all, we got some new details on this parade this morning.
Don't you love some new details about the parade, Corey?
Truly. I mean, it's going to be a big party.
You love to see it. Denver, to you at home, you were so spoiled. No, don't say, I waited 47 years for this. 2 parades in 2 years. Come on. And we got the new details for you. I'll share it with you if you're sitting home enjoying the nice little coffee, hopefully a morning donut for you. It's going to happen Thursday morning. Big celebration planned for downtown. It starts at 9 a.m., a rally in Civic Center Park. It's going to be pretty cool, Corey.
This is 2 days in a row you've mentioned donuts. Are you
food.
I need some donuts this morning.
Well, how can you not start your day with a good donut?
It's so true, especially after the Nuggets won last night, right? We need the coffee, we need the donuts.
Nuggets donut.
There you go. I'm sure that they're out there. So, of course, as he was talking about, 2 years in a row, here we are getting ready for a big parade and rally. It's coming up this Thursday. Party starts at 9 o'clock with the rally in Civic Center Park. And here's a first look at the parade map. It's going to start near Union Station at 10 o'clock in the morning. It's going to work its way to Civic Center Park, then for another rally.
How many of these are we going to do? Is this, I mean,
Let's do it over and over again. I'm here for it.
It's pretty cool. We've been talking about this now in a span of, if you think of today, if today counts, 352 days. Colorado, Denver has won 2 major sports championships. Also, you got to throw in DU winning the national championship in hockey. Also got to throw in the Mammoth winning the lacrosse championship. It's pretty cool. I mean, remember these guys. The Avalanche, June 26, 2022, feels just like yesterday. It was actually 352 days ago. They won the Stanley Cup final to the delight of Colorado fans everywhere. And how about it? 351 days later. Last night, June 12th, 2023, the Denver Nuggets win their first ever NBA title. It was 47 years after joining the league in front of their own home fans. City was going bananas. The Nuggets are the very best in the world. Colorado absolutely is the best city on earth to be a sports fan, and I firmly stand by that.
Dogs, no matter how good they were, we saw it in the headlines. Everyone was talking about the Lakers and LeBron, and they kind of just brushed over us.
Yeah, you know what? And throw that out the window. The Nuggets are world champions today, and it never, ever, ever bothered the players, especially now on top of the world. Brendan Malone, Michael's dad, 1990, 1991 champion assistant coach who we just talked about on the Bad Boys Detroit Pistons back in the day. It was kind of the last team to beat Michael Jordan's Bulls back in the early 90s, so pretty cool to hear him talk about that.
And it's so neat to say, you know, we worked hard and we believed that we could be champions, and you clearly were believing too.
Today.
Look at this. Socks.
My little Ted Lasso socks. Believe today. The Nuggets have been believing all year. Yes. I'll say I have too. I've been wearing these socks since Christmas. I think my grandma got them for me, so for that long at least.
We're learning so much about the Gange family this morning.
It's just cool to see, you know, it's in a world where things can be given to you, right, in different ways. Michael Malone absolutely earned this championship. You know, it's not going to be given to you to win an NBA championship. Perhaps, you know, his father gave him some great advice, being a great coach, working under Chuck Daly for so many years, but now he leads his team to the NBA Finals, the first one here in Denver.
Now he can.
We are outside of Ball Arena. Good morning. Man, was it fun in there last night.
Oh, such an exciting night. So let's take a look at that winning moment.
Well, the Nuggets, they won it in 5, just as Corey predicted.
That's right.
Sports genius, 89-94 was the score that Denver fans just may remember forever. You know what? I gotta say, the game wasn't very good for quite some time. Denver didn't start off hot. Lots of turnovers in the first half. The Heat were jumping on them. I guess after halftime they came alive, I guess. But really the final few minutes, it just came down, at least in my opinion, to Nikola Jokic saying, you know what, it's time to win. Let's do this thing.
My blood pressure was so high during that game. Let me tell you, it's like...
Inside a Ball Arena this morning. Guys, what a night, to say the least.
What a night, and you know what a last 365 days, or really 352 days. I know we've got a parade coming up, but this is just amazing. Think of how blessed Denver has been. So the NHL and the NBA, they always, right, they have the playoffs, the finals around the same time. Never in the history of those two leagues has the champion in the same season been from the same city. Now, of course, the Avalanche and the Nuggets did not both win in the same season, but they are the closest city to ever have two champions, just 351 days apart. Getting ready for another parade, Corey.
It's way to Civic Center Park for another rally.
Another rally. Of course, fans are wasting no time celebrating. Have fun. Be safe. Take a look at downtown Denver last night right after the Nuggets secured the win. Some people were even climbing up traffic poles, as you do, apparently. Never, I said this earlier, never have I gotten the urge to say, you know what, that traffic pole,
that
I'm
looks
going to
good.
climb it. I get that urge frequently with trees.
Yep. Okay.
Never once with the traffic pole. But hey, people were doing it, living their life.
It happened last night. So, it was a big celebration, of course, for the team as well. Here's Nikola Jokic throwing Jamal Murray into the pool bottle of champagne in hand. Hopefully he did not drink that. You're saying there was plenty in the locker room, so
Yeah,
no
I
big
was
deal.
there. There was just so much champagne. Most of it was on the floor and mainly the roof dripping down onto you as they were spraying it around. But
I want to know where the goggles come from. Like, do they just have like it in the back in a box?
It was cool. The little straps they had, I'm thinking like, I gotta snag one of these for ski season. They had like NBA finals.
Really?
Right on. Oh yeah, they did it right.
Well, you've got to protect your eyes, because did you see how much champagne was coming? There was the floors are sticky. Everything was crazy. There were cigars. I mean, it was a party in the locker room.
Luckily, I had a different pair of shoes this morning, or else you'd be hearing me walking in from blocks away. But it's pretty cool, right? I mean, obviously, everybody in Denver loves that this team won, and there's people all over, celebrities. The Denver celebs have been congratulating the Nuggets. You know, big names like Michaela Schifrin, Mayor Hancock, some of Colorado's other sports teams. Even actor Ken Jeong, who is not officially a Nugget fan.
Right,
but
Laker fan.
He is a big basketball fan, and he's rooting on the Nuggets, the best team in the world.
Doesn't that feel good to say? You actually interviewed Ken. Greg, thank you. We are live outside Ball Arena all morning celebrating the historic Nuggets NBA championship finals win.
Yeah, and you know, like on your birthday when you check your phone and you've got all these messages on Facebook and LinkedIn and text, and you say, man, I haven't talked to that person in forever. Nikola Jokic had like 10 birthdays last night.
I'm going to see if he's testing me, no? I don't know. I mean, oh, mom.
How many texts you have?
A lot. I know. I'm gonna turn off the phone. Congratulations. I'm gonna see if he's testing me, you know?
He's got to turn the phone off. He's had too big of a day. Think of everybody in Serbia probably texted the guy.
It's so true. I mean, it even surprised him. Like, he was anticipating a lot, and it even surprised him. That's how many.
It almost catches like the superstar, right? He's like, I probably have a good amount of messages on my phone. Let me see. Whoa. Oh, wow.
Good luck responding to all that. Stay here until Thursday, respond to all those, and then you have the parade, and then you can leave.
He's got to get a good copy-paste going. You ever do that? The thank you so much,
Yes.
couple emojis, woohoo.
Yeah, miss you, thanks.
Miss ya, yeah,
Copy
talk
paste.
soon.
Yes.
Morning to you both.
Good
morning.
94 to 89, Game 5 win. That was a nice little good morning in sync right there, Chloe. I mean,
Yours had more punch to it, a little more energy.
but man, last night, today, Thursday is going to be just history. It's going to be, for fans in Denver, never something they'll forget.
It's so true, and I can't believe how quickly we're going to turn around and get into parade mode here.
Yeah, it's time to turn it on.
Yeah, I mean, we've done this before 2 years in a row, right? Here we are getting into parade mode. So the parade Thursday, by the way, it's going to be the party starting at 9 o'clock at Civic Center Park. Then the parade's going to start near Union Station at 10 o'clock. It's going to work its way to Civic Center Park for another rally. And if you want to avoid all the crowds, because there's going to be some crowds, you can stay home and celebrate with us. We're going to have live coverage. That's right, live coverage of the championship parade all day long on Thursday, starting at 4:30 to 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon.
You know what? If you're going to the parade, though, you got to look cool. For a cool little term for you guys at home, you got to be dripping, okay? But got to be dripping with swag and style. Got to get some merch for you.
I'm so glad that you're helping me with some of the lingo today. It's
We're
great.
all getting better today. Learn something new every day.
It's so great. So, of course, yeah, you got to get the merch. You got to get all the swag. And, of course, Courtney Yoon is joining us live from Park Meadows Mall, Dick's Sporting Goods this morning, where the lines were starting early and they just opened the doors, I believe, at 7.
Corey, Scotty, back to you.
Joe's channeling his inner DJ Khaled. He's going to Florida. He's feeling another one.
And did you hear Courtney? She drips. She's cool.
She's with
the cool kids.
She gets it. She does. You know what? One of the best parts about last night for me, I mean, as Joe was saying with the tears in his eyes from what it sounded like to us, is Nikola Jokic getting his MVP trophy. I know he didn't care about it, but everybody in Denver really did. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. So take a look at this video. Nikola with his wife and his daughter, his so cute daughter. She stole the show last night with not only the MVP trophy, but also the Larry O'Brien trophy.
That's so fun. I mean, they're just such a sweet family. They're so fun to watch. And you know what's so cool about it? Jokic, 28 points, 16 rebounds on the night, a double-double. Not a triple-double like he normally gets, but a double-double. And how about a dream come true for the kid? I mean, the kid as in Nikola Jokic. Take a look at these pictures that fans you may have seen over the years. It's a young Nikola, age 5 years old, in a Nuggets sweater back in his home country and hometown of Sombor, Serbia. Everyone's got to recognize here, as we keep saying, 47 years, right? That's just 47 years of the Nuggets being in the NBA, fighting for that Larry O'Brien trophy. But it's actually much longer than that, thinking way back to when they were the Denver Larks, the Denver Rockets, the Denver Nuggets, when they first started that in the ABA. They played a 1975 ABA championship, which they lost. And so now finally, but the beautiful thing about this championship is that this team earned it through so many years, and really this city and fan base did too.
NBA champion.
The Nuggets are golden. This team, this fan base, this state has dreamt of this day for 47 long years.
Fans, this is why we love sports. What a magnificent.
Still not real. Still not real.
And now, Denver, Colorado is the city of champions.
Hopefully it's a story for other people to keep pushing and persevere, but I ain't done yet though.
Pop that champagne. It's time to celebrate, Colorado, even if the star player doesn't really care to.
When is parade? When is parade?
Thursday.
No. I need to go home.
This title was won by guys like Jokic, Murray, Malone, and Gordon, but it was earned by you, the fans, the supporters, the near 5 decades-long members of the love of this team. An overlooked squad full of undervalued players. The Denver Nuggets, they dominated everybody they played, and anybody they could have played.
So much struggle in all of it, to come out on top is just, it's very sweet.
When you saw that clock go 000, realized you were an NBA champion, best in the world, I mean, what was the first thought that came to your head?
I can't describe it. Best in the world. It feels amazing. Appreciate it.
Leaving Colorado as the sports capital of the world today, with all eyes glistening on the Nuggets. You know, when I say they could have beat anybody they played, I mean it. I mean, this Denver team, for those of you at home who've maybe been hearing the national media say, oh, you know, they didn't play the hardest teams, they played play-in teams, the Heat were an 8 seed, blah, blah, blah. The Nuggets overcame 85 combined All-Stars in this run to the finals, which is the most by any team that's won the NBA title ever, Corey. He did not want to be there and do the whole TV show thing and be given the MVP trophy. He wanted to take his daughter, you know, jump around, celebrate with his brothers, and obviously with his wife Natalia too, who our Jacob Toby got to share the celebration with inside the locker room.
Your husband's an NBA champion.
Oh, it's amazing.
You know, it's such an admirable trait getting to watch Nikola throughout these entire playoffs with how close he is to Natalia, to his 2 brothers, and obviously to his daughter. And something that was, you know, misconcepted so much throughout these playoffs was after every single win, Nikola would look up to his daughter and do one of these with his hand, right? And everyone's saying, oh, he's pointing at the ring finger like we're on our way to a ring. Actually, it's an old children's book that he grew up on, his family grew up on, and it's basically saying it's just a means of communication. Like, it's something about the rabbit going to drink water, and this is just something that you teach young kids. And so he was teaching his daughter. It's a connection they have.
I never knew.
To 89 victory last night as the Nuggets win Game 5 and win the title. And they did it with a homegrown Colorado kid. How cool is this? Reggie Jackson. He grew up, or he went to high school at Palmer High School in Colorado Springs. Actually, in 2008, he was the Colorado High School Player of the Year in our state. He was traded to the Nuggets at the end of the trade deadline in February, and now here in June, he is a world champion in his own home state.
I mean, winning the NBA championship in your home state, how sweet is this for you?
Still not real. Still not real. It'll kick in a little bit. Even though I got tears, I can't wait to celebrate. It'll kick in a couple days.
Why the tears?
11 years removed from being in the finals. You start doubting if you'll ever get back, so just thankful. Just grateful. Thankful to the organization for giving me a chance to come in here, and I'm just happy to be a champion.
When you realized you were a champion, what was the first thought that came to your head, Reggie?
Like I said, it hasn't clicked. I was happy for Jeff. I can see it clicking in for Jeff. The tears start coming down with a minute left. I can see DJ on the bench. Ish.
DeAndre a champion, man. How's it feel?
Reggie Jackson, champ.
Ola gets his candy, gets his trophy too. The rest of the team got a whole bunch of championship swag, and Courtney Ewan's joining us now. Courtney, I know that a whole bunch of Denver Nugget fans have that chance to grab the same gear and drip this morning too, huh?
Yes, they are getting that drip, Scotty. And
my gosh, back-to-back championships has me all discombobbled this morning. Scotty Gange live outside of Ball Arena where the Nuggets beat the Heat. Okay, now we got that right, Scotty. How's it going this morning?
Hey, it's going great. You know, it's the morning after all the fun, and it was it's just cool to see a lot of the Nuggets just celebrate and enjoy last night so very much. I'm thinking of a guy like an Ish Smith, who has played 13 seasons in the NBA and has played on 13 teams in the NBA, and finally is a champion. I'm thinking of a guy like a Michael Porter Jr., a key contributor to this squad. He had 16 points, 13 rebounds, by far his best game of the entire series. And what's so great about him is he has had a tough road these last several years. Think of this, since 2017, he's had 2 surgeries on his lower spine. And talking with him last night after the game, after the NBA Finals title win, he was just like so many Nugget fans out there. He was just could not believe that this was really real life.
Be a champion right now. I mean, how sweet is this moment for you?
Yeah, I never thought I would be here. I was hoping I could make it back, but everything I've been through, it really was the people around me that kept me going. So to actually do this, it feels surreal.
When you saw that clock go 000, realized you were an NBA champion, best in the world, I mean, what was the first thought that came to your head?
I can't describe it. Best in the world. It feels amazing. Appreciate it. There's really no words to describe it. I mean, I got drafted 5 years ago. The goal has been a championship ever since. To do it with this group of dudes on this stage, I can't really describe the feeling, but we're just so happy, and I'm happy for everyone who helped me get here.
Not an easy road to a title for MPJ or for Nugget fans. 47 years in the NBA, and in the game 4,084 in Nuggets franchise history, they win the title. Hey, you know that feeling on your birthday where maybe you go out to do a little event, maybe you're going to the trampoline park, as you should, to celebrate your big day. You put your phone aside for a few hours, you come back, you look at it, and you go, whoa. I got some messages, LinkedIn messages, Facebook posts. Man, I haven't talked to that person in forever. That kind of happened to Nikola Jokic last night after the championship.
Congratulations. I'm going to see if he's testing me, no? I don't know. I mean, oh, mom.
How many texts you have?
A lot. I know. I'm going to turn off the phone.
Good for Nikola. Setting time to enjoy himself. I don't think anybody out there can really celebrate like he can. It was just so cool to see him, you guys. I mean, on the stage as they're bringing out the Larry O'Brien trophy. Everyone's got the bottles. They're getting ready to touch the trophy, and Nikola's just in the back corner with his daughter, with his wife, with his brothers, just cherishing the moment. It's just so cool to see the absolute superstar, the best basketball player in the world, I say the 3-time MVP, enjoying it in such just a lovely way where he just gets to enjoy that moment, you guys.
And Scotty, how special for Coach Malone? You could tell he was really just having the time of his life last night after that win. You know, we even saw him in the middle of the Serbian dance circle right there, having fun with Jokic and his friends.
Yeah, it was awesome getting to see both Nikola's brothers grab Mike Malone and throw him in the air like, you know, he's at a bar mitzvah and they're putting him up on the chair up there. It was just spectacular. He had the biggest smile on his face, and also cool with Mike. You know, I'm talking with MPJ. He said, oh, yeah, some of my friends were razzing me. I was missing some threes throughout the series. He walked over. Michael Malone said, hey, MPJ, come here. I don't want you to hear you talking about I'm missing threes. You were so big for us in winning this. You were massive in this, and you're going to be a really important spot in our next title, too. Already thinking about the next championship. Michael Malone earned a lot of love from Nugget fans last night.
Yeah.
Few things there. First off, I think a whole bunch of free agents are going to love to play for the Nuggets if they have that opportunity moving forward. And Stan said something, oh, it's, you know, the championships. It's like kids. You can't decide which one you love the most. If Stan Kroenke's championships are children, he's got a massive family. In the last 2 years, this dude has won a Super Bowl with the Rams that he owns. He's won the lacrosse title with the Mammoth, who won last season. He's also won with the Avalanche, if you remember that last year, and now the Nuggets. Life is really
really, really good for the Cronkies. We're live just outside of Ball Arena. I'm Scotty Gange. The winning man Stan.
Unbelievable.
Nuggets owner Stan Kroenke is literally a champion on many levels. In his last 2 years, his teams have won a Super Bowl with the Rams, a Stanley Cup with the Avalanche, a lacrosse championship with the Mammoth, and now an NBA Finals victory with the Nuggets. And after all these successful and monumental televised events, how on earth does this guy not know how to use a microphone?
The fans in this town are unbelievable, as you can see, Lisa.
After the Nuggets finals win, he went with the old grandpa behind-the-ear whisper technique, disregarding the mic, in his national interview with ESPN's Lisa Salters.
Congratulations to coach and players.
And while it may be hard to hear him, you sure can see his impact.
You gotta love that city.
Bringing championship after championship right here to the Mile High City. Scotty Gange, 9 News. Overrated. Overweight. MVP voters over him.
I have walked through walls of fire, fallen from the highest one.
Nice play. The NBA season is over.
They are champions!
And Nikola Jokic ends it at the top.
We are not winning for ourselves, we are winning for the guy next to us.
Watch me
Jokic turns and scores.
Jokic scores.
Take a page, read my story, hear me now.
Number 15 has brought the Rocky Mountains to the NBA's peak, with Nikola Jokic solidifying himself as the greatest basketball player ever in Colorado.
This is my legacy.
Jokic just masterful. He is showing the entire package.
Sometimes the other guy is just too good.
A quick spin move inside for the dunk.
Picked in round 2 with 2 MVPs, Denver's Serbian savior has brought our state to places it's never been before.
The Denver Nuggets stand on top of the NBA world. Jokic drives and puts it up and in.
Never give it up, 'cause I can never get enough.
The most amazing part about it all,
This is amazing. This is, we're all gonna remember this our whole lives.
Nikola Jokic's legacy has just begun.
This is my legacy.
A breathtaking performance from Nikola Jokic.
This is my legacy. This is my legacy.
The crowd is our own Scotty Gange. Scotty?
Guys, you know, I'm just taking it in right now. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. and his whole family just rolled by. This is so much fun. Hey, everybody, say hey! Say hey! Hey, you've been one of the happiest fans here all day. What's this energy like for you today?
Oh man, it's amazing. I'm so happy for Denver. It's been a long time coming. Number 1, baby! Yeah!
You know what? There's nothing better than happiness, and this is just a sea of happiness. Here comes some more of the team. I mean, look at how much fun they're having up there. They're just throwing candy out. I'm going to find an extra piece of candy on the ground. There's Uncle Jeff Green and Ish Smith right over here. They're spraying champagne. Is it raining? I don't know. It's raining fun. It's raining champions in Denver. How about Jeff Green and Ish Smith? They're loving life. Everybody here in Denver is just as happy as can be. What a beautiful, beautiful sight. We're live at the Nuggets Parade. I'm Scotty Gange.
Are you all ready? Are you all ready?
The greatest
was part of the Nuggets championship float parade
It's the best part of my life that I've ever experienced.
when they got off the trucks.
Man, how much fun are you having today getting to celebrate this love?
Insane. Nothing like this, man. You dream about this.
All for the perfect reason.
Why did you get out of the truck?
Interact with the fans. They've been here all year with us.
So we got off the float to enjoy it with them. That's what it's all about.
Sharing their historic celebration with hundreds and thousands of friends in the Mile High City.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
It's been a long time coming. Number one, baby.
How much fun? I mean, if you could rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, what's this energy like?
10 trillion.
Oh, that's awesome. Take a look up there. People are literally hanging out their windows. Say hi, window people.
I've been dreaming of this moment since I was 5.
Should you be at work today right now?
Nope, because I called off already.
Yeah, you did.
Yep.
PTO, or are you sick today?
I'm just sick today.
And when you can celebrate the best,
This is amazing. This is, we're all going to remember this our whole life.
with the best.
Are you guys having a good time or what?
You better believe it's a good day to have a great day.
1, 2, 3.
Scotty Gange, 9 News.